Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Sistas, Season 7, Episode 9. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Previously on Tyler Perry's Sistas, the billionaireess Miss Willis came to possibly employ Andi. She finds out that Jordan is innocent and Karen is pregnant with twins. My girls hold me down, them boys mess around and sing. When the episode first opens up, she comes out all in shock. Talking about, well, it's going to be double the child support. Now, why would you lead with that? Instead of saying, I'm having twins, it's going to be double the child support. Girl, you couldn't wait to turn them kids into a check. Zach was happy as hell. This boy said, I'm having a Zach and a Zachisha. Sir, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Fatima going to knock your block off. Do you hear me? She is going to knock your head off your shoulders when she finds out. Now, I'm not saying anything is wrong with Zach being happy to be a dad again and again and a damn again. They have given Zach so many damn children and all of them are one after the other. What I think she should be upset about is when she walks in, he's hugging Karen. Because, I mean, he's so excited. Now, she shouldn't be, upset about him hugging Karen. But, he likes to lose his damn mind when he's in the moment. Here comes Fatima walking in. Zach talking about, I'm having twins. I put two of them things in there. Now, that would have pissed me off. Why are you talking like, oh, jackpot, me and my woman are having twins? That's the way it came off. I ain't like that. Child, when I tell you I would have dumped him on the spot. It's only so much a person can take. Fatima's stronger than me, honey, and I'm so sick of people trying to be strong. Please, please, please take the weight off. Take a load off. Sit down. Kick up your feet. Fatima, you deserve it. And he deserves to be dumped. But that's just me. Moving forward. So while Zach is over there celebrating, Karen calls her mama to meet her at the shop. Zach is like, you okay? Are you okay? Child, Karen trying to skedaddle up out of there and Fatima is in shock. She looked at that ultrasound picture for like 30 minutes. I mean, it wasn't really 30 minutes, but it felt like it. I said, oh, child, not in the makeshift hospital. Girl, go on, hand that girl that ultrasound so she can skip on away with her bags. Because that's all she care about. She's clearly not okay, Zachary. Talking about, are you okay? Are you okay? So then he tells Fatima, all right, I'm going to meet you at home. I love you. No, sir. No, sir. Everything is about Zach. It might as well be called Zach instead of Sistas. Because, I mean, every time it's something with you and Karen. Wrap this damn storyline up. Karen, I would like to know who the fathers are. And you noticed I said S, fathers. You want to know? Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Let's figure out who these daddies is so we can get through this. Come on now. Zach got too much baggage for me. Do you hear me? Now, I know he used to work down at the airport, but ain't nobody tell him to bring the baggage from the baggage claim on home with him. This is a fool. In the next scene, Sabrina calls Rich about the double date with Danny and Tony. Over with Andi at the Ratchet Law office, she gets a call from Karen asking her to stop by her house after work so she can tell the sister circle something, aka I'm having twins. So while she's on the phone, Penel stops by. Penelope, what day you gonna have your damn baby? Okay, we got to get them babies up out of here. Penel's still pregnant. Karen's still pregnant. You get a baby and you get a baby. And Zach, is Penel pregnant by you? Because, honey, I wouldn't put it past Tyler. Because this don't make no damn sense. So Andi tells her that she needs to get as far away from Gary as possible. Scary Gary is even scarier than we thought, y'all. So peep this. Andi had her friend do some digging into Gary's past, and it's more sordid than we thought it was. But before we get into that over with Maurice, he's at home playing on the phone. So Sabrina calls him. Hello, it's Extravaganza. What can I do for you, Sabrina? Oh, child. Anywho, he on the phone. He getting ready for a date Friday night at 8, so he can't be late. Sabrina is telling him, well, you know who I ran into when I went into the hospital? I ran into Karen. So as she's about to gossip, Karen calls her to come over. Now, my thing is, why was Sabrina calling Maurice to gossip about Karen? Girl, tell your own business. What is Juice Man doing? Calling to gossip about this girl. But see, Y'all like to make it seem like it's all Karen. Karen ain't did nothing in a month of Sundays. I know people love to hate Karen. Don't get me wrong. I get it. Karen can be here, there, and everywhere. I understand. But the sisters ain't moving sisterly. I don't know, child. So Andi is back at the office and she's telling Penelope that she found out that his high school sweetheart and his prom date, Kimberly, went missing after prom. She went out with Gary and she never came home. So he claims that she got drunk and said that she wasn't going to go home with him. So he ended up leaving. She said she was going to find her way home. He says he left and then never saw her again. The people at the prom said they saw them arguing, but they never saw her leave the prom. Well, honey, we know Gary is capable of such things. Look at what he did to Andi. Andi, I don't know why you won't bring up the fact that he almost crushed your damn ribs, then got in his car and went full speed ahead down 285, saying that he was about to run his car off the road, and called Aaron. That's when we found out that they were connected. So I don't know why you're acting shocked that he is diabolical. This man is dangerous. And if I were you, Andi, I would move out of that damn penthouse. Now, I don't know why you want to keep it, and I'm not sure why you want ties to anything that Gary bought for you, but I would move out. But maybe that's just me. Moving forward. So Andi tells her, that's not all though, okay? There's more. Back over at Gary's office, Miss Willis, the billionaires, she goes and stops by. Apparently, he asked her to come down there, and she wants to know, why did you call me? What do you want? She said, no. He said, no, I want to warn you about something. Over on the other side of town at Karen's Second Chance Salon, Pam is influencing again and getting on Karen's central nervous system per usual. She's like, I got to get the roots to riches, to the people's roots so I can get the riches. Honey, you know how Pam is. Mama Lisa showed up, right? So they go into the office and Karen tells her that she's having twins. And of course she asks, are you sure you're having twins? Are you sure? Yes, ma'am. She is sure. Karen then tells her that she's in shock. You wasn't in shock enough to walk out of that office and say, it's double the child support. Anyway, she's still trying to get used to it, but she said that she was excited. And so is Zach. Okay. Twins are a blessing though. Because I remember that I wanted twins so badly because I only wanted to be pregnant once. Plus, I just love twin relationships. Like they always have each other. I just love it. But I did get blessed with one baby. So I'm going to go and take it. But if I had twins, I would have been over the moon, honey. I would have been pulling a Zachary. In the next scene, Maurice is at home on the phone with his boo thing. And he's asking him if he prefers red or white wine because they're going to have like a little dinner date at the house. Maurice was like, look, bring whatever you want. Okay. I drank it all. You can even bring that brown. I'm going to be good. Back at Gary's office, he's trying to block Andi from getting her bag. What is your obsession with Andi? What is it? It is so unhealthy and so dark. So he's telling Miss Willis that Andi is untrustworthy and lacks good judgment. Well, we know she lacks good judgment as long as she dealt with you when she almost married you. Had Karen not talk some sense into her when Danny and Sabrina were down for it. I think y'all forget. Karen ain't all bad. Karen could have let her do whatever it is that she wanted to do, but she tried to stop her friend, and I'm going to give her a point for that. So then he tells her that Andi is promiscuous. Promiscuous girl. Honey, shout out to Nelly Furtado. Y'all remember that song, Promiscuous Girl? So Gary is basically talking out the side of his neck and he's projecting and describing his own damn self, talking about untrustworthy and lacks good judgment. That would be you. So he's describing himself, talking about, and Andi is a part of an FBI investigation and she seduced me. I met her when she was representing my ex-wife in a divorce. Well, he said wife, but he meant ex-wife. And whatever happened to Jasmine and them rubber bullets? Baby, I ain't gonna never let that go. And hashtag, where is Rockin' Robin? This imbecile is always into something. He doesn't do anything in that office except spin webs of lies and deceit. So Miss Willis told him, baby, I did my homework. And I know that the FBI, they're on you. You bought the penthouse for Andi. She must got some good stuff, honey. They get a whole penthouse. You sound bitter. Yes, ma'am. Get him together. Get him together. She told him, you're a small, narcissistic fish in an overachieving pond. I said, oh, honey, whoever wrote that line, they need a raise. Now, I don't know how Gary thought he was about to go and try to confuse her and get away with them lies. But, baby, Marie ain't for the bullshit. Okay, like she said, you're a narcissistic fish in an overachieving pond. I said, baby, that is good to me. Now that's a read. Moving forward. In the next scene, Penelope is over there freaking out with Andi because she's pregnant with his child. So Andi tells her, girl, listen, I got a plan. I got a plan to get rid of Gary forever. Oh, you were about to lose your job. Get this dance. You were about to lose your job. Gary's character about to lose his job. So she said, listen, you're going to go into hiding. I am going to make sure that you are okay. Okay. So as she's sitting there, Gary is calling. Now, I'm surprised he didn't have her phone tapped to get her location. I don't put nothing past him. She said, you're going to start packing things little by little, and you're just going to go away. And he's never going to see you or your baby again. Andi, what? Girl, okay. Over on the other side, the sisters are now at Karen's. She tells them that she's having twins. Andi and Sabrina are elated. Meanwhile, Danny is still asking if Zach is the father. Child, Danny don't love the kids. Danny can't stand the kids. Danny and Sabrina, they get ready to leave for their double date, right? Danny gonna say, congrats on your buy one, get one baby, but this could have been a text. Now, I'm gonna say this, and I know y'all gonna be up in arms, but I don't give up. I don't care. Listen, I know we like Danny. Danny is needed for the sister circle. But sometimes I don't like the things that she says as it pertains to Karen. I don't like it. Why would you say that when you see that she's excited? If you're my friend, don't be referring to my damn kids as no buy one, get one baby. What is wrong with you? And then she was looking all crazy. Baby, just because you don't want to have children does not mean that you cannot be happy for your friend. I don't get down like that. Now, I don't know what kind of friendships y'all be having and everything's cool, but baby, no. I would never talk to Danny again, but that's just me. Also, side note, I am so happy that Danny is finally out of that uniform. You look good, girl. You look good. In the next scene at Fatima's house, or Zatima's house, she's like, okay, so Zach, we went from 2 to 3 kids. We need to talk about this because this is too much. I'm going to law school. Things are happening. Like, and where is Michael? He gonna say, Michael's at therapy. Unless Michael is on his Zoom, you got to get on your Zoom. Unless Michael is on Zoom upstairs, why on earth is he at a therapy session alone? Okay, Zach, you showing me right here you can't take care of no children. This is a fool. It's been nothing but obstacles and surprise after surprise. Surprise, surprise. It's always a surprise with you, Zach. She can't even thrive. Like Fatima, girl, it might be time to reevaluate. You cannot even take a breather because as soon as you do, there is another fire for you to put out. That's draining. Nobody wants to constantly be in flight or fight. Like, this is insane. Over on the other side, Maurice is having a dinner date at home with his new boo. And the boo is asking him if he's keeping his fixation page because he doesn't know if he's going to be comfortable with that. Not his man want him to quit his dirty in the daytime page unless you're going to be paying for him to stay somewhere. Or unless he's going to get that job back at that bank, then he going to still keep that page. In the next scene, Danny is at the restaurant waiting for Sabrina and the guys to show up. And Fatima shows up. So Danny is telling her about how Tony's kids now have a permanent residency in Atlanta. So Fatima is telling Danny, I just don't feel like Zach takes my feelings into consideration. And don't. Zach only thinks about Zach. That's it. That's all. And I'm tired of people making excuses for him being in the moment when it comes to Karen. Please. It's all the time. Tell me you still care about Karen without telling me that you still care about Karen. Back over with Maurice. He's still trying to explain himself, and he's telling him, you know, he's waiting for Sabrina to get her job back so he can get his job back at the Empty Bank and Trust. He said, well, I'm not judging you. I just want to know what your future plans are. Back over with Fatima and Danny. Fatima is telling Danny they have a lot in common. Danny said, yeah, I mean, we both are dating sperm banks. Danny, take it easy. Your man is not a sperm bank. He was married to his ex-wife and they had children. See, this is what I'm talking about. Now he's a sperm bank because he want to take care of his responsibility and his kids. So Danny tells her, well, you need to make sure that Zach validates your feelings because, I mean, they're valid. Okay, that was good advice. I don't know how I feel about you sitting here kikiing and cutting up with Fatima because I feel like you never give Karen the same grace. But okay. Fatima told Danny, well, you need to tell Tony how you really feel and how kids are going to change things. Well, Fatima, you need to take your own advice. Go home and tell Zachariah exactly how you feel. And I mean, that's true. Things are going to change, but Tony did not do anything wrong. Taking responsibility for your own damn kids is what you should be doing. Now, I know it's going to be a major adjustment, but you knew he had kids. You know what it was when you signed up. Did you think the kids were never going to show up? Okay. Moving forward. Fatima, I want you to put you first for once. I need you to take some space to clear that head of yours. Now, that was a good talk and whatnot between Danny and Fatima, but I don't know. I'm just side-eyeing Danny. So I'm just side-eyeing. So Sabrina and the guys, they show up and Fatima leaves. Back over on the other side of town, Gary is at the office and Hudson comes into the office to see if he's okay. Gary said, you know, we need to take care of this FBI stuff because the investors, they are on my head. So Hudson said, well, I mean, it's not looking good. It's just not. Gary said the first thing didn't work out, but I have other resources. We gonna get them. Yeah, because Marie was not here for that Gary behavior. Marie was like, boy, please, I ain't got time to play with you. Over at the double date, Sabrina is asking 1,000,001 questions about Tony's kids. Now, this is the thing. It's one thing for Sabrina to start thinking about wanting to start a family once you get to a particular age. And it's like, okay, I'm not progressing. I don't have a husband. I don't have this. I don't have that. I want these things. How am I going to go about getting them? But just thrusting Sabrina straight out of jail, okay, back into the empty bank and trust, into a brand new relationship. Calvin and his panties have skipped off into the sunset. And now all she can talk about is kids, kids, kids. It doesn't seem genuine. That's crazy. So she's asking Tony all these questions about his kids. Meanwhile, Danny and Rich are clearly ready for the check. Because they looking like, okay, hello, we're here. Child, they could care less about Tony's kids. She's asking to see pictures of them. Did you go to the dance recital? How long are they here for? I'm like, maybe y'all should get together. And Rich, you and Danny should get together. So while they talking, Rich said, Danny, so how's your day? She said, oh, it's cool. So Danny asked Tony, where are the kids? Tony said, well, they're at my aunt's house. And she said, if I tell her soon enough, they can stay all night. Danny said, okay, cool. Well, I mean, what you gonna do? It's on you. So what you gonna do? Baby, this ain't gonna last. It is not gonna last. Back at home, Zach and Fatima, they're talking. So she's telling him, you know, with the news that they got, he does not consider her feelings. So again, he apologized. Oh my gosh, I'm so sick of it. He apologized for it and said that he was just happy at the possibility of twins. Zachary, you're always just happy about something. She's telling him he doesn't even know if these babies are his. Now, me personally, I think that one is Aaron's and one is Zach's because they're in two separate sacks. So in Tyler Perry land, anything is possible. Zach starts playing too much and he starts reciting the preamble mixed with the pledge, mixed with some ratchet verses and 16 bars. I said, sir, what is happening? I pledge allegiance to Zatima. I don't know. I don't know what he was talking about, but he was pledging to do better. Zach, you always claiming you understand what's going on and how she feels and you're so sorry and she's the wind beneath your wings and all of this, but nothing ever gets better. Is it just me? Nothing is happening. You got a little change and still got a lot of problems. More money, more problems. Moving forward. You're going to turn right around and do the same thing, honey. We need to write you in some progress. Over at the office, Gary sees that the girl admitted that she lied on Jordan. Now he losing. I'm talking about he tearing the desk up, throwing everything on the floor. Gary, you are losing control. You need to get yourself together. You have lost your mind. When you find your mind, then maybe you can come back to the show because you need to get your damn self together. Over at the restaurant, the double date is still going. So the men leave the table and Danny is telling Sabrina, I thought we were going to be having fun. Like, what is going on? She said, listen, I need to go home and throw that in a circle. Danny said she need to go home and throw it back, honey. Danny trying to leave and take the party back to her place. They get back to the house, honey. Danny and Tony. The way that he picked her up and slung her over his shoulder like a rag doll, I said, yes. When I tell you I love a strong back man, baby, throw me. I know that's right. Baby, I know that's right. Gary is still down at the office losing his damn mind. He blaming everybody but himself. Sir, you did this to yourself. So he tells Hudson that they need to take somebody out. And that was the end of the episode. Now, I was wondering, do they need to take out Penelope or do they need to take out Andi? Or is it Miss Willis? What you talking about, Willis? Which one of them they need to take out? I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. Now, Andi is a prominent part of the sister circle, so it might not be her. Penel, I looked at that preview and you're giving foolish. And I'm not talking about the type that Ashanti was singing about. You giving a fool. Why would you take that picture and the things that Andi told you when she was trying to help you to Gary? Do you have a death wish or no? I'm just a little bit confused. Y'all comment down below and let me know exactly what you thought about Karen running out and saying to Zach, it's double the child support. What did you think about his reaction? I had no problem with him being happy. It was just the fact that he said, I put 2 of them in that thing. I didn't like that. I didn't like it. What do you feel about Danny's reaction to Karen saying that she's having twins? Does she have an attitude because she wants all the children to go away? Like, I don't know what's going on. But anywho, we shall see. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.